Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60andMe. Today's topic is clutter. Clutter and something that you may not have associated with it, belly fat. Okay, so how is this all fitting together? Well, a lot of women in our 60andMe community say that one of the most important things as they get older is to deal with well-being and health. And we all know that as we get a little older, things happen in our bodies hormonally that do create, excess weight, sometimes around the stomach, because the creation of a hormone called cortisol. And this is not news to anybody. I'm sure you all know this and you're aware that it's a challenge. But one of our bloggers, Linda Ward, wrote an article on the relationship between clutter in our house, in our lives, and belly fat. And the reason for this, of course, not of course to me, I learned as I read the article, is that when we are under stress, when we put ourselves under stress, cortisol is increased. And, this is just a natural thing that happens in our body. So we find as we get a little older with maybe more things on our mind or more things that we're, dealing with stressful situations. Goodness knows there's enough of that going on in the world. But, it increases the cortisol production. But also the analysis that Linda talks about is some research that has been done about how clutter, a psychological response to clutter is stress, and therefore it produces more cortisol, which increases the belly fat on your body. I think that's just really incredible. So, she says that, obviously there are some things that we can do to reduce the stress in our lives. Meditation may be one for you, mindfulness, walking in nature, just being with people that support you and love you. All those things can make you feel like you're more in control of the hormone levels and the stress levels in your body. But she actually goes through kind of an interesting analysis, Linda, of what is clutter. We think about downsizing in many different subtle ways. There's the downsizing in our lives, maybe getting rid of toxic relationships, divorce a lot of times, people moving into new housing situations, new living arrangements where they're more, maybe at peace or just a little, less things to worry about. And then it's the things that are just in your house. And we have probably written, I don't know, maybe 20 or 30 articles in 60andMe on our website and videos about how to, manage that process of downsizing. And we've talked about, the things that are the most difficult. What is the most difficult thing for you to downsize? Well, a lot of people say books. I actually tried to deal with book decluttering almost at the very beginning because I had so many books. I had literally, I think, 30 boxes of books the last time when I tried to move. So I actually tried to deal with that very early on. And I had a balancing act of keeping things like art books and books that I couldn't really scan, or if you get them online, they're harder to read. And then there were some treasures, books that I just knew I'd want to pick up on a rainy day and just read and enjoy. So books are maybe one thing. Another thing could be clothes. And actually, to be honest, I never was really into clothes in the sense that I never really had that many. But getting an order to the chaos, to the clutter. I have a system now where I put all my summer clothes in a suitcase during the winter and then vice versa. And in fact, today I just opened my suitcase to take out my summer pants because I've been wearing, sort of the heavy duty ones for winter. And now I want something a bit lightweight. So that was just, and there's strategies that you can use to get that clutter in your life under control. It could be just things like photos. Now, those are, in a way, getting to be a little easier because we all have our phones and we have pictures that we love on our phones, and maybe that's now not so much of a need. Having said that, I actually do order little mini prints from, I think it's called La La Lab. I'll put the details below, but they're an iPhone. It's an iPhone app where you can literally take the pictures off your phone, and they send you little printed paper pictures, and they come in little teeny boxes. They're minis. So I have about 5 of these mini boxes, and sometimes I just sit and just look through them, just read them one after the other. Anywho, the point that Linda is making is that clutter makes your house stressful. Stressful makes your body react with cortisol, and cortisol increases body fat. Not body fat, belly fat, body fat too, probably. But anyway, the point is that there is a connection. So clutter defined. She has a very good definition. By the way, it's super hot today. I have a little fan somewhere beside me here. I think it's gone off, but it's a lovely summer day. I mean, who can complain, right? It's just warm. But anyway, clutter is an overabundance of possessions that creates chaotic, disorderly living space, can negatively impact your mental health, especially amongst women, it says. And as we become more, attention to this, clutter seems to be a logical next step to just let go of it all. Now, the numbers were really interesting. She said that research shows that people who struggle with clutter were 77% more likely to be obese or overweight. That's really interesting, I think. And I mean, cortisol, of course, not only promotes weight gain, it also affects where you put on the weight. And then researchers have also found that the majority of weight caused by cortisol is on the belly. So another thing that, in addition to this sort of practical things like books and pictures and so on, one of the things that Linda talks about in this article is clutter in the kitchen. Now, this is, I write it down all the time. I talk about it on 60andMe. If you have it in the closet, in the cupboard, you're going to eat it. Okay, so I bought some Oreo cookies for my grandkids when I was traveling. And guess who's eating them? They're here. They're sitting in my cupboard. And if you have things in your cupboard that are causing clutter, you get, I just need a little extra of this, or I've got my little prep cupboard where in case the lights go out, I can actually make rice for the next 20 years, and the story. So we have a clutter situation going on in our kitchens, and maybe that's a perfect place to start thinking about it, because it's a direct relationship to food, and it's a direct relationship to eating, and eating, whether you've got cortisol, hormone imbalance, or whatever, more food is going to be more calories, and more calories is going to be more weight. And even if you're doing miraculous exercise as you get older, it's not easy, is it? I mean, really, honestly, let's all be honest here. So kitchen clutter, office clutter. I don't even dare show you my table. Because I actually, by the way, I want to show you this. This is cute. I bought this at a brocante at a fair the other day. And isn't this cute? Guess what it is? It's a locket, of course. I'll wear that one day. But inside, talk about clutter. I mean, I've got little things all around me. You can open it up and put pictures in it, which is, I thought, really, really cute. So maybe I guess what I'm saying there is that's a good example of an item that is multifunctional. That's what I'm going to say. But it's true. I mean, if you can buy things and use things in multiple ways, you don't need the clutter as much, or the clutter doesn't emerge as much. Now, another thing she talks about is ways to help you. Organizing by, like my suitcase idea, putting things in suitcases. She says one of the other key things with clutter is finding places to put everything. So in your bathroom, for example, shelves, just put some shelves in so that you haven't got this, massive amount of clutter and objects on top of each other. And I think that is actually a very good point, that you don't have to necessarily throw everything away. I mean, decluttering can involve donating and selling and giving away, but it can also involve just organizing it better, putting it in a way that it's not going to, overwhelm you when you walk into your makeup section of your bathroom and find that everything is together. Put them in different categories and get some of those really clear. I have clear plastic shelving. I'm one of these people that likes to see what's in the boxes that I'm using. So maybe you're the same, but use clear shelving where you can actually see how things are organized and put them in ways, even label them. I mean, I do that quite a bit as well. I'm looking at other ideas here. She says she likes to, Linda starts to set up a time in the day where you're going to do these things. And don't overwhelm yourself with it, because that's more stress, right? Oh my gosh, I've got to take care of my clutter, and that's another stress on top of stress. But no, take a time, maybe every Tuesday, every Friday afternoon, just take an hour. You can do so much in that short period of time. So anyway, that's the kind of plan: is organize, structure a system, a strategy, and then just let go of the stress around it. Clear your space. They say with is it feng shui that when you come into a house, you've got to be able to go look from the door all the way to the next wall. Like, you don't want stuff in the middle. So if you've got things that are cluttering up the middle of your room, that's another idea. You've probably got lots of suggestions that you could make here too. So, but if you've got some ideas, put them in the comment section below, and let's see how you're dealing with clutter in your house. Do you have a plan? And what do you think about this idea of clutter being associated with belly fat? I think it's really interesting, and I'm actually not. I'm not, denying that there's possibility here. But read Linda's article. I'll leave a link to it in the description under this video. And if you're interested, leave some comments, and we'll do some more thinking and talking about this. Okay, take good care, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Sending you lots and lots of love. And again, thank you and welcome to new visitors. We're getting a lot of new women here on 60andMe, the magic of YouTube. And if you like this video, just click that like button, because then YouTube sends it to more people. And also, if you are subscribed to this channel, thank you. And if you're not, please do that and ring that little notification bell, because that will tell you when I post new videos. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, but you'll be alerted to that. And also, don't forget, I do short videos almost every day. So, and we do questions on our community tab. So just go check out YouTube as a whole. It's a great platform for us, and we love to have you here. Okay, everybody, take really good care. Lots of love.